Hello children, welcome all in my channel English Tutorial with Rachna. So today I'm going to explain the next chapter of your English book Hanu Shakal, and the chapter name is Who Am I? Yes, dear student, this is going to be a very interesting chapter for you because this chapter will help you to know about yourself, to know about your personality. Before I can tell anything about this chapter, let me introduce you all with this chapter. So this lesson, Who I Am, speaks about diversity. Now, you must be wondering, what is diversity? So, let me tell you that diversity means you can connect it with difference, okay? We all have different qualities, we all have different personalities. In fact, we are all cannot be similar, we all cannot be same. We are different in any ways, right? So we have different personality, and in this chapter you will come to know about different personality and how much diversity exists among human beings. Okay, you'll come to know. And this chapter also tells that everyone has something special in him or her. Okay, as most of the time you may have heard from your teacher, they say that every child possesses different qualities, different spatial qualities. So don't underestimate anyone. If you are good in studies, the other may be good in sports or in art or in any activity. Okay, so everyone possesses different qualities and we must respect everyone's skill and their spatial qualities, right? And yes, so everyone is unique, okay, in their own way, and there are six different people in this chapter which you are going to read, Who I Am, and those six people will talk about six different kind of personality, and with the help of those people you can find your own type of personalities, like with their likes and dislike you can come to know that what is the type of your personalities. So let's read the text and let's read the text and know about the different six kind of personalities in this chapter explain. And at the end of the chapter I'll also tell you, I'll also give you some work that how you can do a homework and then you can find your own personality. So let's move towards the explanation part. So first of all, here in this chapter you are going to listen about many voices, and the first voice is of Radha. Now let's see what Radha says about herself. First of all, I'll read the text. So my favorite activity is climbing trees. Just outside our house, there is a mango tree which I love to go up. Its branches spread out so it is simple to climb up the tree, and I can sit comfortably in the fork of branches. My mother tells me it is not sensible for girls to climb trees, but one afternoon she climbed up too, and both of us sat there talking and eating raw mangoes. When I am high up in the tree, I feel like I can rule the whole world. So, this is what Radha has spoken about herself. So, now let me explain the meaning of some difficult word. So, can you tell what is the meaning of the word favorite? Favorite means the thing you like most, or you can say your dearest thing. Okay, dearest thing. Okay, the next climbing, means going up. Climbing means going up. So, what does Radha like? She likes climbing. Okay, spread out. Spread out, what does it mean? To to open. Spread out means to open or arrange something over a large area. If something is arranged over a large area, or it is to open. Okay, so it is called spread out. Now the next word, comfortably. Comfortably means in a relaxed manner. In relaxed manner. Okay, Next word is sensible. What is the meaning of the word sensible? So here Radha's mother uses this word sensible, and sensible means responsible. Okay, and the next word. Okay, now let me explain this paragraph. So, in this paragraph, you can see here Radha is sharing her liking and her daring acts, and she also shares with you all her likes and dislikes. So, Radha relates that her choicest thing, her dearest thing, what the things she like most is to climb trees. Outside her home, there is a mango tree. She loves to climb that tree, and its branches covers a large area, which makes it easier to climb and sit in a open part of the tree. And her mother tried to stop her. Okay, her mother tries to stop her from climbing trees by saying that it's not good, it's not wise, it's not sensible for girls to climb on the trees. But one known what her mother did, that she herself climbed with her, and then both of them, Radha and her mother, okay, both of them, they they just enjoyed talking and eating raw mangoes. And what Radha says about this, she says that climbing trees makes her feel as if she could rule the whole world. Okay, so what you have come to know in this paragraph, that what is liking of Radha, and at the end of the chapter I'll explain about her personality too. Okay, now moving further, let's comes to know about one more child's. What does he say about himself? So it is Nasir. Now what does Nasir says about himself? He says, when I grow up, I want to become seed collector. We have cotton fields in our village, and every year my father spends a lot of money on buying new seeds to grow our cotton plants. My grandfather told me that many years ago he could collect the seeds from his own plants, which could be shown to grow new plants during the next year. But today that doesn't work, so we have to spend money to buy new seeds every single year. I want to find out why that's so. I want to learn how to preserve seeds so that we can use them again and not spend money every year. Now, spends means to pay for some goods or things. Okay, or service. If you are paying any money for anything, okay, that is called spends. And find out means discover. Preserve means to conserve or protect something. Now, with the help of this paragraph, you can know about the personality of Nasir. Okay, so what Nasir says about himself, he says that once he grows up, what does he want to become? So, first of all, he started his paragraph with this. He says that he want to become a seed collector. Why so? Because his family had a cotton field at his village, and every year his father has to spend a good amount of money on buying seeds to grow cotton plants. He wanted to stop, and now what does Nasir want? He wants to stop his father expenditure. He wants because his grandfather once told him that in their times they used to get seeds from their own plants by collecting it from their fields, and these seeds were used to grow new plants. So he has learned it from his grandfather, and now decided to become a seed collector when he grows up. Okay, he wants to search the ways to preserve seeds so that his father needn't to spend any money on buying the seeds to grow the cotton for the next season. Okay, so moving ahead towards Rohit, what does he say about himself? If I had a huge amount of money, I would travel and travel. I want to see the mountains of New Zealand because they look beautiful in magazine pictures. I wish I could sail down the Amazon River in South America on a raft. I want to live on beach of Lakshadweep and dive down to, to see coral. I suppose I should go to the Konark temple in Odisha or the old city in Beijing in China and the pyramids in Egypt too. But what I actually enjoy is seeing nature more than old building. So what type of person Rohit is? Rohit is a type of person who likes nature most. Let me explain the meaning of some word. What is the meaning of the word raft? So raft is a flat floating structure to travel across the water bodies. Whenever you need to cross any river or anything like that, you can use a raft. Okay, it's a floating structure which travels on the water bodies. Okay, now beaches, it's known as seashore or seasides. Okay, and what is pyramids? Pyramids means it's a monumental structure with a square or triangular base and sloping sides that meet in a point at the top, especially. So it is something like that. Okay, pyramids are something like that. Okay, yes. So now let me say that what does Rohit tells about himself? He is sharing his passion for traveling. He says that if he had a big amount of money, he would like to travel a lot. I wished he says that he wishes to visit the mountains of New Zealand because they look good in magazines. Okay, whenever he can see in his magazines the mountains of New Zealand, and it looks very beautiful to him. So he want to visit them. He also wants to raft on the Amazon River. He also want to go through the seas. Okay, by seas he want to go to the Amazon River, which is where in South America. He also wants to live on the beaches of Lakshadweep. Okay, which is a part of India, and okay, he also want to visit Korar temple, which is there in Odisha, the old city in Beijing in China, and the pyramids in Egypt. Okay, but more than building, his wish was to within his nature. So you can see that apart from liking traveling, what type of places does Rohit want to visit? So he want to visit places that is associated with nature. Okay, so he is a, you can say he is a nature lover. Okay, moving further towards the next buddy, who is Sarabjit. Now, what does he say about himself? He said, what makes me very angry is when people don't believe me when I'm telling the truth. For example, if I tell my teacher that I couldn't do my homework because Ravi borrowed my book and forgot to return it, or I tell my parents that it wasn't me but my little brother who started the fight, or if I tell my teacher that I really did study for the test even if I have got bad marks, they all look at me as if they think I'm telling lies. The look on their faces really angers me. Sometimes I have to look down at my shoes and count to 10 so that I do not show that I am angry. Okay? Okay, so what type of person Sarabjit is? Let's see what does he say about himself. Sarabjit is a kind of person who is angry boy. Now what makes him angry? Let me explain. Sarabjit feels angry when people shows disbelieves in him. Okay, do you also feel angry when people do not trust at you? When he speaks the truth, people do not believe him. They think that he is lying to them, but okay, so he doesn't like this. Be it he can't complete his work because Ravi borrows his book and he didn't return it, or he couldn't score good marks in spite of the fact that he studied very well, okay, or it was a matter of fight which he did not start, rather his brother started this. So whenever he speaks the truth to his parent or to teacher, they do not believe to him, and no one when believes at him. So what looks they keep on their faces, that angers Sharabjit a lot. He tries to control his anger. Do you know what way he adopts to control his anger? Yes, a very interesting thing he does. He start looking down at his shoes and counting to 10 so that he can control his anger. Okay, do you also do something like this to control your anger? Yes. So moving ahead towards Tolma. Now let's read about Tolma, which kind of personality she is. She says, when I grow up, I'm going to be the Prime Minister of India. People always laugh when I say that, but I'm sure I will do it. Everyone in my class asks me what to do when they have a problem, and my teacher always trusts me when something needs to be done in the school. I want to make things better for everyone. I want I want us to have good hospitals and roads and schools. I want to make sure that there are many good scientists in India who will invent cures for disease and send a spaceship to Mars. So this is all Dolma's wish. What she says about herself, she said that she wants to become the Prime Minister of India because she wants to serve her country to make things better for everyone. People laughs at her ambition when she says like this, that she wants to become the Prime Minister when she grows up. But she is sure that she would achieve her dream. Whenever her classmates are stuck in any problem, they ask her for solution. Her teacher shows trust in her whenever something new is to be done in the school. So her decision is very important for her teacher too. You can see what kind of personality she is. She also wants that capable scientists should be there so that cures for diseases can be found. She wants to make good hospitals, roads, and schools for the country. So, this is all her wish. You can see what kind of different personality Dolma is. Okay, she also wants that those scientists can find ways to send a spaceship in the Mars. Okay, you can see how ambitious she is and how does he want to serve in her country. Moving further towards Peter. Now, what does he say about himself? He says, my favorite day is the second Sunday of every month. On this day, our whole family always goes to the cinema hall to see a film. My father gets the tickets in advance, and all of us, my grandmother, my parents, my two brothers, and I, take the bus there. In the interval, my father buys us peanuts, and I love to sit in the darkness of the hall eating and watching the films. Afterwards, we always stop to eat ice cream. Everyone is in a good mood, and we all feel very lucky that we are such a happy family. Okay, so you can see that Peter is very happy, and he is a kind of person who enjoy his life and happy with whatever he has. He says that what he likes most, So he likes most the second Sunday of every month, because that on this day whole of his family goes out to watch a film. His father would have tickets beforehand and inform them earlier. They all, his parents, his grandmother, two brothers, and himself, all would go to a bus to reach the cinema hall. During the break time in the movie, his father would buy peanuts for them, which he loves to eat in the darkness of the hall while watching the film. After the film is over, they would stop to eat ice cream. This keeps everyone in a good mood, and take they take it a fortune that they have got such a happy family which enjoy in such ways. No, dear children, what you have learned in this chapter, that you have learned about the different kind of personality that shows their characters. Now at the end of the chapter, there you can see that here multiple intelligences are different kind of personalities has been given, in which you can see that some personalities have visual intelligence. So in this list you can see that the person are, if you can check your own personality too by seeing this chart, that which type of personality you have. Like you can check it with what do you like, what you don't like, or what you are good at, or what do you want to become. So checking all this list, you can know your personality very well. You can see the list of personalities given over here: visual intelligence, verbal intelligence, mathematical intelligence, and bodily intelligence, musical intelligence, and interpersonal intelligence. Now, this is the homework which is here today for you all, that you have to write you about yourself, your like, your dislike, or what you are good at, or what you want to become. And at the end, you have to judge that which personality do you possess among all these six personalities. I'm sure that you all will do and enjoy while doing this homework. So I hope you would have enjoyed this chapter a lot. If you have any query, you can send it in the comment box, and you can also yes, and one thing more at the end, if you have liked this video and my explanation, please surely subscribe the channel so that you may get another videos on my channels that I upload you. And it is for this also, that in this way you can encourage me for creating many more nicer videos for those, for all you my students. Okay, thank you. Bye bye, have a nice day.